Whoa, what's going on?
Yeah, look at that. James!
Whoa, what are you doing over here?
New York bound.
Yeah, I had some stuff to take care of back east, so here I am.
That's a big surprise for all of our audience members. Look,
Hell
James
yeah.
is here,
Oh, one day the trifecta will unite.
right? When we don't have to be extra cautious for safety.
Well, being close, like just being here is great. Like not having to be too cautious would be better, but I mean, it is what it is. I think. It's all good.
Some things never change.
He touched me.
Dude, I thought it was going to shoot right in your face.
Not today.
That smells good.
Dude, my landlord gave me that stuff. I'm pretty
That's
sure it's
like
made of acid, but it works.
I don't know. There's aloe in that.
No, that bottle. It's not the right bottle.
Oh
I
crap!
just refilled it with the stuff in my landlord.
Yeah, so probably.
Who knows what you have on your hands now?
So welcome everyone, present
Woo!
and future, to Record Talk.
Record!
Now, I'd like to, and I'm yelling because I don't know how loud my voice is. I apologize. The historian in me would like to recap this glorious arc of Record Talk.
Let's do it.
Now, I started doing the live streams with the interviews April 1st, or the week of April 1st, with Donovan White from Vertical Horizon. And I believe Brian and we started shortly thereafter, right?
Yeah, I think you only had like 2 or 3 interviews in, and then we did, you came up with the idea of doing just, originally it was just going to be, hey, dude, you help me kickstart something with just picking out one of your favorite albums or an album that you just really love and just enjoy, and let's just pick your brain about it live. I was like, all right, yeah, cool. So we did Blind Melon Soup, and then from
Was that the first episode?
That was the very first episode. It was
I
Soup.
can't remember.
And then you're like, we should probably do this as a weekly thing. I was like, okay, cool, let's do it.
You know, it sucks because those initial episodes are lost because Instagram Live didn't let you save them back then.
Right. Well, we get to do Soup again, which amazing.
Yeah. So we had the whole show, and then, James was a special guest here or there. We had a couple other guests along the way, Jim Aids, Tom, and so you can't laugh because then I gotta laugh.
What's his name?
I think it's the translation.
I got it.
I think Nana in Italian means AIDS. I think so. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. I didn't do well with my history.
It's not history, Dodo. Linguistics.
Right. So, I mean, it was a really cool journey, and then we kind of relaunched it after, that complete shit show at the end of 2020, and John brought on with James as the full-time third guy, and just really put the Triforce together. And me personally, selfishly, I just feel so lucky that I got to hang out with you right where you're sitting.
Same here.
Like a week ago.
I know.
James is right where I'm sitting.
Crazy, man.
So I guess you and I got to make a trip out to Arizona sometime soon.
I think so.
Make it fair.
I've been dying to see the desert, so
Me too.
Got
let's do this.
plenty of it to show you.
Yeah, no shortage of the desert.
So we've talked about some incredible records, and I really think the cool thing about this relaunch is we can revisit a lot of those things that were lost. We made Friends Lonely. Dylan came along because I think Dylan Rackley, you were from the Jake Bowen interview, which predates Record Talk. So you were a fan of the interviews, and then you came onto this, man. So that's what it's about. It's just
That's right.
And we're finding a lot of people on the.
We had Jessup, Will Jessup, for a while. His work schedule in the UK got a little screwy. So I think he watched another date. And we have Marcel over in South America.
Mama Cub.
Mama Cub. I haven't seen Mama Cub in a minute, but yes.
Like a full 60 seconds, or you being
Full 60 seconds,
Full 60.
multiplied by many.
Like a minute and a half serious. Yeah, definitely.
Bet.
But yeah, this is the 50th episode, gentlemen. This is pretty exciting. I missed what you said.
I used the modern slang.
Oh, man, I missed it.
Listening to that earlier was brutal, man.
James got to listen to me teach for an hour.
Oh, jeez.
Dude, like it's on the virtual. You just got to turn it to another level. And I usually start on, bad car analogy, 6th gear. Is that like the top?
Yeah, you start at like 150 miles an hour.
On regular, like if you meet me in real life. But on virtual, I'm like,
200 plus.
yeah, I'm in a
It's
fucking
rough.
Concorde. Bullet train.
From cars directly to play.
Bullet train.
It's the same thing. So
Some
as
bullet
is,
trains in this country.
as is tradition, as we transition from our intro, as our itinerary says, our next step is where we say customarily, what's in the what's in the ooh wah ah,
Do you not have your sampler today? What's going on?
because we're talking about the mic because it wouldn't, so yeah.
Gotcha.
On the 50th episode, why would I have all the technology working? That doesn't make any sense.
God, way to celebrate. Goodness.
Yeah, I'm
Man.
Put your shirt up so it's so hot in here.
It's,
You're sitting on the fan.
I'm
I don't want
sitting
you
on-
blowing your germs in.
well, I was going to put it by you.
Okay.
So it's like
Oh,
between
jeez.
both of us. All right.
All right, so Brian, let's start with you, brother. What's in the glass?
I'm boring tonight. 50th episode. I should have something better, but I have water, and in it I have that liquid IV. I don't know if you guys have ever tried that liquid IV. It's pretty good stuff.
What's that look like? Is that like the packet?
So, yeah, it's little packets. They come in like little. I don't have the packet with me. I have the bag, but it's like a hydration.
It's like a little bluish purpley packet though, right?
Yeah, they're different flavors. They have like strawberry, they have lime ginger, they've got tangerine. I think there's a bunch, but like it's an electrolyte drink, and it's got a bunch of different stuff. Let's see what it has in here. Let's see, we got different vitamins. So they have 5 essential vitamins. They have B3, B5, B6, B12, and vitamin C. 3 times the electrolytes in traditional sports drinks. So I mean, it's pretty tasty. There's some chia seeds into that too. So add a little power to that, a little omega power. So yeah, hydrating, baby.
I think we have like a mixed berry version of that at the house, and it's very tasty.
Yeah,
I think it's got like fake stuff in it, but you don't notice it.
yeah, it's not terrible. I mean, it's not GMO, so I mean, that's good. It's got going for it, you know.
Man,
I like how they feel the need to put on their what was I saw the other day?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, what happened?
We're over here freaking vomiting inside of our masks.
Oh God.
Our masks. And I was telling Rob, like, masks haven't bothered me since the beginning of the pandemic. No big deal. But they've reminded me how important brushing your teeth is, because all you do all day when you're wearing a mask is smell your own ass. It's like it stinks in here.
And for those
So-
watching, we are both of the vaccinated variety.
We both are vaccinated.
He was
yeah.
just on the airplane, so I'm just being extra cautious. But yes.
Sounds good, man. Better
But,
safe than sorry.
What's in your glass, James?
Oh, it's a Zoa.
Oh,
Rob, why don't you tell me what's in my
Hey,
glass?
I have those here.
I don't know too much about these. Normally, I'd be drinking some sort of cocktail, but that's just not happening right now.
Because it's 100 degrees in here.
In the scheme of things, it is a pineapple coconut Zoa, which is near as doesn't matter a energy pina colada, and it's delicious.
So this also has the antioxidants, the B and D vitamins, the camu, which is very high in vitamin C.
Green tea extra. I'm never going to sleep.
Never sleeping. Because he came in here, he drank it like a double espresso on the rocks too. So yeah.
oh,
I was
God.
really tired
Cracked
leading
out.
into tonight, so I mean, yeah,
Jeez, Louise, James.
it's gonna be a rough night.
Do you find it extra sweet?
Not at all. I find this very pleasant.
Really? So next time you got to try the orange or the blue non-sweet to see how you like that.
No, it's good.
Because I have a little spoiler for you guys. Not only is James in person this week, he'll be sitting right here next week too,
For the cure.
which
I
is
can't
his
wait.
baby. So he'll get to go in the cockpit for that one.
Yeah, man.
'Cause I like linger in the background, changing my guitar strings or something.
Ah,
So yeah, we're talking about this song. Is that the one where they cry? Yes, it's the one that. Yeah, they're all the song where they cry.
yeah.
What's in my glass? A plethora of beverages.
Ooh.
I'm trying to not be a fat cow any longer. So, been dieting all week, down
Nice.
6 pounds according to my FitnessPal app, tracking all my calories, running in the mornings. So my beverage was a Metrex protein drink, which I don't believe is vegan, but it had 51 grams of protein and it was delicious.
That's a lot of protein for something that big. That's awesome.
Cookies and cream, and this also has the vitamins and the chemicals and the
Chemicals.
BCAAs, and then a coffee that James got me as well. So
With almond milk.
with almond milk, yeah. So that balances out the cow.
Sure does.
cow
Wow,
juice.
6 pounds, man. Congrats. It's awesome.
Sounds pretty beefy.
I believe that the secret is I weighed myself at the end of the day Sunday, and I've weighed myself in the morning every day since. But it makes me feel good about myself, so I'll
There
take it.
you go. All right. All right.
But if that keeps you motivated, F that.
Yeah,
Whatever
it feels
keeps you
good.
motivated is what's important.
Yeah, man.
I'm taking pictures too in the app every day. I take pictures. which God forbid if they ever come out. I took one the other day.
Please don't let me get hacked.
Oh my God, I can't even. I'll tell you the story privately later about the picture. So 50 episodes. I mean, that's just really, and it would have been more honestly, but we just, we took the Christmas break, New Year's break, because we're all devout Catholics, and we just decided.
We like presents.
They're Christian, is it? Protestant?
Oh,
We had to scrap a couple too. They were just glitchy as hell.
Now, did those count or no?
I mean, they counted. So I've been running account except for no, but I counted that because I think my folder starts at number 2. So
Because I know
the
we lost two. We lost.
Well, we lost Jane's Addiction. It was so damn choppy. I remember calling you the next day because I listened to it. I'm like, dude, just cut this one off. It's just terrible. Like, it's inaudible. That was with Instagram Live. It's before we went with this whole.
Yeah, right. It wasn't. Or was nothing shocking.
What's that?
Which was the Jane's episode?
Oh, not Jane's Addiction. Am I saying Jane's?
No, it was Jane's Addiction.
It was Jane's. Oh yeah, it was Ritual De Habitual.
We should do nothing shocking.
We should do that.
I love that album.
Yeah. I mean, we should do the Ritual one again too, because quite honestly, that was a great episode. It was a great album. I'd love to revisit it. The fact that we had to scrap it due to
Or we just
quality,
do a whole Jane's Addiction episode, just kind of
great.
because then we have those 2 records. Really, I mean, there's Strays and stuff since then.
We
But
talk
Yeah.
about the ninja thing that they do with Nine Inch Nails.
I love the
I love the ninja.
the Horrors. That version of Horrors is
Oh God,
oh my God,
phenomenal.
Like, that's my gym playlist. Like that's just
It's the best.
Oh.
It's the best.
So, but in the 50 episodes, does that count in the total? That one and then the Christmas.
I don't think the Christmas one counts.
So is this 50 or 52?
It's probably 52. I think if we had to be. Yeah, it's probably like 52.
I'll call it 50. I like it better that way.
I'm just saying, let's keep it 50 because that's where I kept the count. You know.
I believe you.
I think
Yeah.
that was.
Yeah. So if it seemed fitting, I did a little search. I tried to figure out what albums were turning 50 this year, and I mean, how do you pass up the Stones? There was a lot. I should probably have written them down so we can kind of pay homage to them, but I did not.
So, Sticky Fingers, man, this is an iconic record.
Very iconic. It was released in '71 in April, and this is recorded on their record label, Rolling Stones record label. So this is after they got out of their whole contract and that whole craziness. But it's a first under their own label, and you saw the sudden freedom of their use in language and a little bit with the profane lyrics. So you didn't necessarily see that as much before. So there's a little bit more freedom and liberation here. It's a dirty sounding album too, and that's kind of cool. Being a very heavily blues album, and having still that grit to it is pretty nice, And there's a very, very strong horn presence in this album, which is just it's a great album. I can't say enough great things about it.
You know what I find is kind of interesting about it is
Iconic.
oh, vinyl boy over here.
First pressing, sir.
Really?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that is a penis there. So I posted it on Facebook, but this cover garnered quite the.
I was gonna make a comment about that, but I figure I just looking at it, you don't really need to.
Yeah, I think I got some pushback and censorship, and people were none too happy about it. One country in particular, Spain, during one of their government.
You talking about his bulge?
Yeah, they wouldn't allow it. So I posted on Facebook a little fun little fact. It was like the can with the women's fingers coming out, which I think is just as, it's maybe not as risque, but it's grotesque.
So full disclosure, everybody, I did not get it with everything that was going on this week. I didn't get a chance to listen to anything. So I am completely unprepared. I do apologize.
Oh, sorry.
What? I couldn't.
I'm joking.
It was rough. What is the track listing on this album? Can you scroll to that?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely, sir. So it's not on here. So you got Brown Sugar kicks it off, which I think everybody knows Brown Sugar. If you don't know Brown Sugar.
Yeah, utilize all the extra screens.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got Sway is the second track. Third track is Wild Horses. Everybody pretty much knows that one too. Can You Hear Me Knocking? You Gotta Move. Bitch. Track 7 is I Got the Blues. 8 is Sister Morphine. 9, Dead Flowers. 10, Moonlight Mile. And then that's it.
All right.
So what I think is particularly cool about this is if you dig into the history of it, this wasn't like just a one-shot recording. Like this was recorded in multiple studios over the course of a 2-year period.
3 different studios. Yeah.
Right. Muscle Shoals,
That's right.
Olympic, and Trident. So one
in Alabama, London, and Newberry.
and Muscle Shoals. I mean, that's an epic studio.
Iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the right word. Sorry. But also the fact that this was the first one with Mick Taylor. Like some
I was gonna say.
and they were just Mick Taylor is they're people who play guitar because you ever like Keith Richards because
Mick Taylor's amazing too. Oh,
Mick Taylor was just like
yeah,
a rocker in a cool way,
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, he was replaying, and they're coming out of a weird time too. So they left their label. They're on their own label now. Brian Jones had just died 2 years earlier.
Right?
I believe so.
I think he drowned.
I don't remember.
Or did Mick Taylor drown? Is Mick Taylor still alive? Mick Taylor.
But this is considered, oddly enough, it's funny that we're doing this as their 50th anniversary, but also it's considered one of their best albums by fans. So it's first one to reach art in the UK and US album charts. So I mean, it's iconic all around. Musically, lyrically. The art. This is Andy Warhol had helped with the concept of that and executing this and had the zipper down. So a little history with this. So the original cover work was conceived by Andy Warhol, photographed and designed by members of his kind of collective, and then it's got the explicit picture there in the front. But retailers started to complain that the zipper was causing damage to the vinyl because the way they were stacked.
Your version has the real zipper on it?
Oh yeah, sir.
Sorry, I missed that.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to find mine.
There you go.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Yeah, man. So
it's crazy.
yeah, they re-released it with just a picture of that. They started before they did that though. They released it with it pulled halfway down, so it would fall more into the spot where you don't have the grooves, and it was less damage then. So that became how they were shipped out. So a little interesting fact with that. So you kind of had to sacrifice the art for the music there for a second,
Yeah.
I think also like where this falls chronologically, I'm just trying to collect this thought properly so I don't.
Yeah, of course.
So this was right before Exile on Main Street, right?
Correct. Yeah, and it's
that
also
was like their that's their White Album, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. This is the first album to feature the their kind of their stamp, the mouth, the tongue, the lips logo, the tongue and lips. So this is the first album. So this is all around. This is a pretty unique album. It's a pretty special album.
Brian, what's Brown Sugar about?
So it's about a lot of different things. So I mean, lyrically, it touches upon a bunch of things. I mean, I think most of it taboo. Things about mostly about slavery, rape, interracial sex, sadomasochism, heroin is kind of alluded in there. But there's a great deal of talk within about slavery. But what's interesting is Keith Richards wrote in his autobiography, he said, if you listen to the lyrics, Mick says, "Sky dog slaver," though it's always written as "scarred old slaver." And when you listen to it and you turn up that volume, it is saying "Sky dog slaver." And Sky Dog is what they called Dwayne Allman in Muscle Shoals because he was always high all the time. And Jagger heard somebody say it to him and he thought it was just a cool word, so he used it. But ultimately, yeah, it's pretty taboo. If you read the lyrics, I mean, everybody loves the song because it's catchy, the way they sing it, the way they play it. But I mean, it deals with some pretty taboo subject matter.
Yeah, I think it's fascinating because broken record. I'm sorry, but some of these songs are staples.
Yeah.
Cover band staples, and Brown Sugar. I don't think when a lot of people are listening to it, they're really listening to what he's saying.
No, they get lost in the hook of that.
Right.
Yeah, but if you listen to those lyrics, just read them without the music, you're like, oh shit, it's pretty out there.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I mean, outside of Wild Horses and Brown Sugar, I was unfamiliar with most of these songs. Dead Flowers, maybe.
It's a great album. There's only 2 tracks on here that I'm not, fond of, but for the most part, I love this album. This song in particular, Brown Sugar, does make a lot of met with a lot of heated discussion and controversy. I think,
I think that song right off the rip though is actually real indicative of like the style of the Stones throughout their career.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It has that same kind of swing that a lot of their stuff has,
That's
and
a great
the
word
same kind of
for
vibe.
Yeah.
On a swing, this loose swagger, Jagger kind of thing.
Yeah. Great.
I think of Brown Sugar, and it's not on the album, but like Jumper Jack Flash comes to
Mhm.
mind too. The same
Mhm.
kind of, like, you know.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
Same
Damn,
thing.
damn, damn. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's what's cool about this opening in that way. It really lets the listeners who are fans of Stones and have been with them throughout the beginning, like, all right, great. But then as the album progresses, there's a different beast unleashed here. There is a lot more blues. There's even a little bit of country in it. It's referred to as kind of a roots rock kind of subgenre. But yeah, I mean, it definitely goes in different directions, and it really showcases their musical prowess as a band. You know,
I think it would have been fascinating to maybe do this one butt to butt against Black Crows, because there's a lot of similarities.
absolutely. Here's the funny thing. So I listened to the Black Crows recently. It came up on was it Pandora I was listening to, or Spotify, and a live track came up of them. And I was like, oh, see, this is good because I've watched live videos and it's better. I enjoy that more than we did the album. The thing with the Stones though is you listen to a live Stones recording, you're like, damn, so good. You listen to this album, damn, so good.
Yeah.
You kind of lose that with the Black Crows. So like, this is the Black Crows with a lot more teeth, man, and it's got a bite to it, and you're like, yes, it's just gnarly.
That's a great point, dude. Like, I feel like a lot of the Stones stuff, people take it for granted because it's so 50 years old, man. Like,
but it still rocks.
But it's like it's so built into it's like the Beatles or even like Elvis, where it's just like it just exists.
Yeah.
The genesis of the Rolling Stones is lost on everyone because it's just
right.
the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
But what was going on with them was so special because of exactly what you said. They were able to capture that lightning in the bottle on these recordings, despite band members having passed away, drugs, just life, and
yeah,
recording in different studios, whatever was going on. I don't think Mick and Keith like each other all that much, but they make it work.
Right. You could hear, if you listen to this album, so James, I implore you to listen to this and then go listen to Use Your Illusions 1 and 2. You cannot tell me, listen to Use Your Illusion 1 and 2 and not hear the Stones in that all over the place. They are directly influenced by the Stones. I mean, you hear it in the second track right away with Sway, which is, so everybody, like you said earlier, it's all about Keith. It's all about Keith. That shows right there. It strongly features Mick Taylor, who performed everything on that, because this is when, Keith is kind of really in the thick of his heroin use. So it features that bottleneck slide guitar solo. It's got Jagger using the electric guitar as his first performance on this album, playing rhythm. It's just got this dirty electric feel, and it just really carries nicely from that first track. And it's just, I don't know, it's really cool. And you could hear how Guns N' Roses got their bluesier orientated approach with Use Your Illusion 1 too.
The touring band for Guns N' Roses on the Use Your Illusion tours, that's in essence a Rolling Stone show with the backup
absolutely,
and the keyboards and the
backup singers. Yeah, absolutely.
I was gonna say, actually, like it's funny because to me, like going from Brown Sugar and thinking like that whole like that typical Stones vibe, like Wild Horses is very different from all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So pulled back, and it's a completely different thing than what.
Put it on, James will cry.
Yeah. No, never play Wild Horses for me. It's just,
oddly enough, Sway is the B-side to Wild Horses, which obviously got a hell of a lot more play. But Sway is a killer song. It's one of my favorite favorite tracks on this album is Sway.
Yeah, I've got to put the time in and actually listen to it. I just, because of coming home. And
of course, man.
Going home, it's just been really rough.
But you know what? This would be great when you're flying back home, or you're organizing, doing stuff to revisit this album after us talking about it. I guarantee you're definitely gonna find something to love about it. Even I think guitar wise, forget everything else we talk about guitar wise, because I know that's where you tune in. I think you're really gonna enjoy this album.
I think there's certain, there's probably 20 albums, and this is debatable, and this may be a cool exercise to do one day.
Yeah.
20 albums that everyone should know.
Yep.
But like classic albums. Like I wouldn't put a Cure album or a Nine Inch Nails album. I'm talking like stuff pre-1970.
Yeah, not contemporary.
Yeah. 1978 and back. Records everyone should know.
You use that dirty word right there? Classic rap.
Yeah. I tried to do some dancing around it.
Yeah.
You did pussyfoot around that. Quite a bit.
I mean, this one's on there. This one, Exile on Main Street's on there.
Yeah. It makes a lot of lists too.
Fascinating stuff.
Yeah, the lyrics in this are great. It just did you ever wake up to find a day that broke up your mind, destroyed your notion of circular time? It's just a demon life that just got you in its sway, and it's just great. And he's like, there must be ways to find out. Love is the way that's they say is really strutting out. It's a great song. Listen to it. It kicks ass, man. It just kicks the door in and it just grabs you by the collar and it's like, come on, let's go. It's killer.
I think Dylan just solidified it for us right there. Like, I guess we have to do this, don't we?
Yeah, I mean,
I can't name 5.
But dude, like that's a really good like a perspective to analyze, really, because
Yeah.
there are so many young musicians out there and young fans of music. You know,
Rob, you know that Led Zeppelin doesn't have 20 albums, all right?
damn it.
It's gonna be the whole catalog.
Well, I'm gonna go into the firm. And the one with Alison Krauss. I'll find my way around it. Don't worry.
All right, all right.
Roll
Damn-
Down the Grass is really good.
Them
I like
Crooked
that.
Vultures. It's all
Page and Plant, you know.
Project and Plant. Project Plant. It's not even that.
Yeah.
Project Plant.
Page and Plant.
Oh man, that's too funny.
Yeah, that's a great exercise.
That's so I can put it on again. I'm like, where's my white T-shirt? Project Plant. Yep.
Have you ever played any before? I wonder if like some of that stuff. We're sidetracking, but I mean, some of that stuff is really good. Like Most High is a great song.
Yeah.
The album's
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
You got to we got to do this as a topic or a complete episode. Maybe that's a great episode, not even a topic.
I really
Side B.
think, everyone post iPod, it changed the way we digest music.
Oh yeah.
Apple recognized that this was a way to 1,000 songs in your pocket. You know, it didn't matter about the gigabytes back then and all that stuff. It was 1,000 songs in your pocket. That was their initial marketing thing for the first iPod. And they changed the music business that was still dead set focused on albums and made it singles. So younger people in their teens now, even in their 20s, I mean, Sam is going to be 30 this year, and she's still of that mindset, just like Dylan saying, where it's song.
Yeah.
But these complete works, I think, are so important just to listen to once. It's like
Oh yeah.
it's like in a high school where everyone has to read To Kill a Mockingbird. It just needs to be part of everyone's evolution.
That's great that you bring that point up about Kill Mockingbird because I'll do both for my kids too because like my boys will ask for certain songs and I'll put them on, but then sometimes I'll put like some of the artists they like, but I'll put on the full album and like, well, where's the song I asked for? I was like, we're listening to the entire album. You don't just read a chapter from a book and then put that down, and like I'm done with that book for months on end. You read the whole book from cover to cover, however long that may take you. I was like, we're listening to this album. There's a story here. There's an attitude. There is expression here that is being told over the course of 10 or 9 or however many songs, like, and you know what? Sometimes like they're just like they're spaced out about it. And other times like, well, what's this one? I'm like, right, see, not a single, killer song though, isn't it? And then they're all about the art, so they like looking at the albums and their big picture, so they love like just digesting that stuff. So it's, but I also like that you have the singles and you can kind of have a mix of things going in a playlist. There's fun in that. It's making your own mixtape and not having to get like crazy into it.
100%.
Yeah.
I think it would have been a different game if it was like I mean, if they kept it where an album's $10 and you get the whole thing versus just buy a song for $1.
Yep.
Like because CDs, like you guys remember CDs being like $16, $17.
Oh, God.
$20 at Tapeville or the
Yeah,
Wall.
like depending on what you
sometimes,
bought, if it was like a double album or something like that. So I mean, even if Apple had changed the game and said $10 and you get the whole thing, if they forced you to get the whole thing, it wouldn't be the way it is now.
It would be better for the listener. It would have been better for the artist.
Exactly.
Yep.
But that piecemeal shit really, really screwed up music.
But in the flip side of things, because things like Spotify and Apple have really screwed over the artists, and like here these artists like Eminem comes to mind. There's a bunch of artists like that are just stellar with their sales and their downloads, and they don't see a fraction of that success that translates to the numbers, and that's just shit, But then on the flip side of that, the internet's the Wild West. So you have artists that have smartened up to that, like Trent Reznor and various others. But he just comes to mind. He's like, now I don't have to wait for a record label. I'm not attaching. We don't have any contracts. Boom, here it is. There's the price. There you go. There, have it. So it's like it has kind of flattened. It's leveled the playing field, so to speak.
But if you remove the record companies from it takes out the middleman to some degree.
Sure.
That's
Sure, because if you put it, I mean, it's the streaming thing is such. Even if you're releasing it yourself, you just can't make enough money.
No, you can't. Yeah, that 360 degree deal, right?
I mean, I can say from my own dot on a page experience, like we've had songs that have 10, 20, 30,000 streams.
Yeah.
You know what that makes me? $50. Yeah. Grocery, half of a grocery trip.
Yeah.
If you ever watch any of like Misha talking about Horizon Devices, and people like, why you have a famous band? Like, why do you need a pedal company? Because I don't make money playing in periphery.
Right. It's almost as like playing in the band becomes the
That's
vehicle.
the fun part. Yeah. Like everything else is the gig.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a really fascinating thing that I just don't. I can't see it changing. I don't know how it can change because it's just the lid is ripped off.
Yeah.
Well, this got depressing real fast.
Yeah.
Well, let's go back to the album. Sweet.
So I really like "Come Together." I think that's a great song.
I really like "Don't Be That Flash." I think that's an awesome song too. It
Another-
might not be on the
That other one,
Not on this album. Not on this album, brother.
she's like
So what is it about Wild Horses that gets you,
something
James?
like
Pleased to meet you. Don't forget my name.
no, it goes like and it says it again, and it's something about the land, ice and snow. No, it's not on this one. Hammer of the Gods. No.
Oh, geez, here we go. Back on track. What's up, Sam?
I think maybe on this one, there's the one where he's like,
Maybe, possibly.
Throwing that like, yeah. Jesus.
Oh man, James, what is it about Wild Horses that gets you?
hey, what does it make you say?
It's the melody, it's the lyrical progression, everything about it just kind of hits me just in all the. It just gets me in all the right ways. The same thing like Killswitch and a Heartache. That gets me every time without fail, and it's the same. I couldn't tell you what I can't quantify it, but it just makes me really sad.
Yeah.
Sad and still kind of happy.
Dylan gets it. Oh,
Yeah, it's a
man.
beautiful song. It is, and you're right. Like there's such a swaggery, like the Rolling Stones. Like to me, like something like Brown Sugar. I hear it, and immediately I have a visualization. And music can't always do that, and I don't. I could tell you if I never even saw them. Like I could take someone who doesn't know what they look like. If you listen to Brown Sugar and you just try to visualize what that music would be manifested in a physical form, you'd get pretty damn close to what it actually is.
Yeah. They're wild live. I mean, I implore you to listen to this album first and foremost, but go check out some live performances. Even they're one of those bands too, unlike Aerosmith.
Listen to the album. It's fine.
What?
I was laughing at what you said. I implore you to listen to the album.
Like, well, yeah, all of you, present company included. But they're one of the few bands that
I'll have
even.
like a pass on this. This week was my pass on this one.
No, I know. But yeah, like they still rock it live, man. Like Aerosmith can't bring it the way the Stones bring it. There are even some contemporary bands that can't do it the way they can.
Dude, Keith Richards, his guitar is hung so low on his body.
Yes,
And it's like he barely is even playing. It's like
it's
art.
effortless.
It's like performance art watching
It is.
Keith Richards play music.
Well, he's a pirate king, of
Yeah,
course.
he's the damn pirate king. He knows.
He is. He absolutely is. That's funny you say the guitar. Like the next track that Can't Hear Me Knocking, the effect that they capture on that guitar is so goddamn captivating. I don't know if you guys could put it in your ears, but like the song, what's cool about that song too, it's one of my faves too. The main song lasts only for like 2 minutes and like 43 seconds. And after which it disintegrates into like this kind of improvised jam, which they didn't realize was happening. They thought they had stopped recording the tape machine, but it had been a surprise kind of happy ending where like it's them. They capture this jam at the end of it, and it's a killer track even without the jam. And then you have this jam session that just makes it.
They thought they had stopped recording, the tape machine.
Is that me? What
I
are you
was
doing?
trying to make my Facebook stream public because we can't see the Facebook comments. And then I accidentally clicked on it, so it was you talking. Sorry. This is a good one. Sorry to interrupt you, but this is Angel Dust. What do you call it? Faith No More. That'd be a good one to jump on.
Oh, Faith No More. Yeah. Yeah.
Amish Outlaws in the house.
Did you guys ever do
Sorry, Brian.
what? Oh man, that's terrible.
That's a singer in the Amish Outlaws. That's what I said.
I was gonna say I was trying to figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he still watching? Because that was a while ago. Those comments. Oops. Sorry. About
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got the. I
I
forget.
didn't see anything from.
If I don't, so we get all the YouTube comments, but if I don't make it public on my personal page, we don't see the comments.
That's what it is. Okay, because I was like, that's weird.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm an idiot.
What
Yeah.
what's the Faith No More album with on it?
It's not Angel Dust. It's one before
No,
that,
it's the one
right?
Before that. The Real Thing.
Yeah.
The Real Thing. We should do the Real
Even
Thing.
better than that. Oh, that's you too. Hey, best Faith No More song ever.
Zombie Eaters.
I don't know, dude. You want me to pick a best?
Zombie Eaters.
There's
I
only
did.
one answer.
Midlife Crisis.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the one.
I like Zombie Eaters. Like every time I listen to that, makes me want to get into a fight.
We care a lot.
We Care a Lot's good. That's the original singer. We Care a Lot.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's Midlife Crisis is just a magical song.
Did you listen to the
That was really good. too.
Mr. Bungle Van Halen cover?
No, what song they do?
Oh man, what did they do?
Do they play it Mr. Bungle style, where they've just thoroughly destroyed it? In a good way.
Yeah, it's on Instagram. I think it was on Scott Ian's page. Let's see.
Brian, you know what song I've been listening to all day long?
Love her all I can and try to understand.
No, because that doesn't exist on digital. You can't find that. Maybe on YouTube, but not on streaming. But I've been listening to
Loss of Control. There it is.
Goddamn nowhere place to be.
Oh,
Inside Out, Inside Looking Out.
yeah.
Dude, I love that song. I remember. Yeah,
Yeah.
Disappointing album, but yeah, great
I
song.
knew you were gonna say that. Yeah,
Very disappointing album. It just falls apart. It's a shame too, because there's several tracks on there so goddamn strong. Like, why does the rest of the album not produce? I don't know.
Dylan Rackley. I'm sending you a playlist.
Loss of Control was the Van Halen track.
Dylan, you've never heard of Faith No
Also,
More?
was that Van Halen 2? That song?
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
So, no, wait, I don't know.
Don't blindly agree with me.
I don't remember.
Only one of us can be flying by the seat of our pants. Someone has to have their feet on the ground.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Yeah, but it's pretty killer. It's a little live performance. It's cool. Like watching it
Who's
right
guitar in Mr. Bungle? Is it Buzz?
In Buzzo.
Yeah, is it? The
Is
Melvins?
it?
I don't now. Well, you have Scott Ian's in it now too. So,
Was
Or is he
he?
in Phantom House? I don't know anything.
which I'm pretty excited. The anniversary of Among the Living's coming out. I ordered that. Pre-ordered that.
Dude, I read something where John Bush was saying that he would be into doing a one-off. Because what is it? The other one had an anniversary this year. It's not Among the Living. It's the John Bush record, not Stomp. The other one.
Oh, Sound of White Noise.
Saturday Noise had a and he would be
Great album.
a one-off thing. I like John Bush better. Sorry, it's just when I found them. I know that
Well, it's two different bands.
I know
It's not thrash anymore. It's it's straight metal. Hard rock metal.
John's an eye in Anthrax right now?
I don't know.
Who?
For a short period there, right?
What?
John Denai, guitar player?
You don't pronounce the S again, is it?
I don't think so. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't remember that.
I noticed that's what you say, so I just say it that way.
I've listened to literally none of the music he has ever performed.
And he told me Flyers, so I'm not sure.
Nah.
I heard Shadows Falls doing a reunion too.
With John, whatever his face
John
is.
and I.
John, whatever his face is.
So I don't mean to disrail this, but I just have
I
to
think
bring.
it's way too late for that.
I need to talk about something that excites me. I don't have Spotify, I have Apple Music. Concerts. Now, I'm not going to talk about what I think is safe or not safe, but if we were to pretend the world is perfect, holy shit, there's some great concerts going on.
Oh my god, yeah.
These festivals, like dream lineups.
Well, look at the Misfits doing a Walk Among Us.
Like they don't make any sense.
You see, right?
The Misfits doing Walk Among Us in its
That's
entirety.
you have to go to that.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to
Why?
that.
I'll buy you a ticket. You have to go. You're a Misfits fan,
Yeah, I know.
dude.
Yeah,
You gotta.
I know.
You see Lollapalooza this year? It's like Foo Fighters and
Yeah.
Journey are on the same bill. Journey,
See, this is what I'm talking about. Huh? Like
It's insanity. Everybody, yeah.
Post Malone, Miley Cyrus, Journey. Like,
like for that one event that's like a 4-day thing. That's like Nine Inch Nails, Primus, Metallica.
two
like,
Metallica, Metallica on Friday and Sunday.
Yeah, yeah.
And Friday and Sunday.
Kentucky, let's go.
It's not too far.
Show while we're out there.
That's what I'm saying.
Bourbon.
Let's do it.
Bourbon, baby. Mint juleps and bourbon.
James will fall into a still, pass away. It'd be great.
Just there floating. What? This tastes amazing.
On the clear like ethyl alcohol.
What is it? Beer fest where the guy's like drinking himself out of the yeah. That'll be me with bourbon.
They were like, he can do it. He can do it. Gosh.
Oh man.
This is probably how he would have wanted it.
You're gonna bottle that up. It's gonna be worth so much money. Like that was a good year. He tastes amazing.
That's how I'd have had mine. Yeah.
But it's just like they said when COVID started that fall 21 is when things could get back to normal. And I mean, the music business is like, you know what? We lost a lot of money and a lot of time, and we're just going to fly in with everything we've got. But like insane, incredible lineups that are like,
They're doing every band all at once.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
that
How do you choose? You're just out money because you're like, well, I got to go to all these things now.
the Rock, the one that Rockfest Daytona Beach, Anthrax, Metallica, Mudvayne, Skinner, and Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah.
The one that has Deftones and Korn and
Skinner, Mudvayne, and Nine Inch Nails. Period.
oh, you know who
All
else
those
is at
bands on one
Lollapalooza?
bill.
So Lollapalooza, Foo Fighters, Post Malone, Miley Cyrus, Journey, Limp Bizkit. I was on the same bill.
Is Limp Bizkit back to like their old lineup?
What's his name? Yeah,
Limp Bizkit's horrible.
Wes is. Yeah.
Limp Bizkit is.
Oh, I
horrible.
would love every second of it. I'll bring my
Oh.
red baseball hat, dude.
I hate to
Oh.
say it. $3 Bill is a good album.
Yeah, yeah.
Ugh.
We can
Ugh.
say one about Fred Durst. I mean, he's an asshat, and I mean, there's no lyrical content really to be had there because it's just basically like scat rapping and whatever. But musically, Sam Rivers is a monster bass player. Wes Borland is a monster guitar player, and John Otto is a ridiculously good drummer. I mean, I don't know much about what it takes to operate turntables, but sure, there's got to be something going on there. It's like Fred is the only
The pitch of his is the perfect pitch.
exactly. If you can get past Fred being Fred, I think $3 Bill is a great
But
album.
you know what?
Like, musically, it is really, really on point.
I'll listen to the first two records. I'll listen to what's that second one called? The one with Noki. Somebody's
Oh man, that sucks. That was a big one for us. What?
right. He was talking about it earlier. Regardless, it'll come to us. But imagine the music Limp Bizkit
Significant
made.
Other.
Yeah, there it is. Boom. Imagine the music. I'll give you an elbow. Give me an elbow. Boom. Imagine the music Limp Bizkit made with a different singer. You can't. Fred Durst was the perfect storm.
And it's like-
That's a
it
weird
got better.
sentence. That's a
It
weird.
got
Agree to
better.
disagree.
Vocally, like
He
he
learned
started,
to sing a
he
little bit
started
more.
to get on
There's
point.
that song "No Sex" on "Significant Other," which is like a singy song. It's okay.
But there was also like
Boiler on the third
Boilers.
record. I
a
love
good
that song.
and he actually like knows how to sing on that.
Are we spending the 50th episode talking about an iconic record and bringing up hot fucking dog shit? I'm sorry, I just let two horrible curse words go. I don't care. You can't talk about the Rolling Stones and bring up Limp Bizkit. Get out of here with that garbage. Ugh.
Can we for one moment? can
No more moments. You had your moment. Pissed off.
I don't think we're ever going to do a Limp Bizkit episode, Rob.
No.
Can we do a family values episode? Like we'll do Rammstein, Limp Bizkit, Orgy, Korn,
Incubus for a couple days.
Incubus for a couple days. That might be an okay thing to.
It's so weird because you talk to people about music, right? If you were born in the 70s, even the 80s, Sticky Fingers is the equivalent of someone who is born in the get out of here. Who's that? Get out of here. Who's that? The equivalent of something being you're born in now. If you're like 7 now, that's the equivalent of when Limp Bizkit was popular as to when this was popular for you. You following my line of thought here?
Somewhat.
Okay. So why is it that you can like pride yourself on all of this music? Beatles, Stones, Doors, The Who, Hendrix, Janis Joplin, The Grateful Dead. But now it's like if you're our age and like our heyday in our high school years, like Korn, Limp Bizkit, all these other new metal bands are so dumb in comparison. I just think once again it was the right thing for the right time.
No, I don't think it's dumb because I think there's other bands that came out at that time that did things. Because you also had the Deftones that were reaching their height and popularity, and they did bring
Yeah,
better
but I mean,
music.
a band like Korn was
Korn was
the
revolutionary.
biggest of the bunch,
Korn changed the game.
and
Mhm.
the Ladders, Twist. Like we're not talking about poetry here.
No, definitely not. But I think there are some bands
Right,
in
right.
that time period that do have better poetry and things
course.
going on there. I
It's
I
like-
don't think that Limp Bizkit's one of them.
I think
And again,
there'll
it's taste.
always
It's just
be-
taste.
I think there'll always be music.
You
that-
gave me a $3 bill.
Yeah,
Your
because a friend of
CD.
mine gave it to me, I think, and I was like, I don't want this
You're like,
garbage.
wow, it's terrible. but I think
I was like, I'll pass it on Rob. He'll like it.
there will always be bands that achieve some measure of success, and it'll always end up being something in regards to riding the coattails of something better. And I think that's probably Limp Bizkit following Korn,
Right.
because it was the same period. I think they got discovered by the same people, same area. Like,
Oh, yeah,
they were in the
it's-
same circles locally.
It's anything though. It's like when Motley Crue came out, they're like, okay, we need more of this.
Mm.
So then there's Poison, and then Rat, and then it just slowly
Yeah,
gets
yeah.
more and more and more and more and more diluted. Oh, gross.
Ooh, it's a rough one. Yeah, no, that's a good point. That's a good point.
It's like they're at porn
I'm-
where they have the spit valve.
oh, dude, it's terrible in there.
Trombone.
But I'm not saying
Rusty.
that it makes subpar music any more acceptable or not. I guess all depending on personal opinion. But I'm just saying, like, I guess it happens, and Limp Bizkit was Limp Bizkit, and
We're still talking about the biscuit.
oh, we are, aren't we? Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I am
The
sorry.
worst.
I'm sorry.
Freaking worst.
So for our 50th episode,
Brian, I gotta tell you, Brian. You know what?
Oh, camera.
You
I
rock.
can't see. Oh, I rock.
You rock. I'm not really sure what's in this cup.
Guitar picks and my iPad glove.
Is that what that is? An iPad glove?
Yeah.
iPad glove.
No.
So because I have the big iPad.
What the? I hope you didn't pay full price in that. You're missing a lot of it.
No, so you put it on your hand, and then when you're drawing on the screen, it doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't.
It doesn't make hands. Brilliant, right?
I need one of those.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Amazon.
is really, really smart.
It looks like a broken rubber glove.
It looks like a latex glove somebody cut the 2 fingers.
Yeah. Which I wonder if that would just work.
off.
Get one of those purple or black latex ones. Probably save yourself some money.
Acknowledge.
That's really, really.
You're cool.
Can we go on for a minute about how Microsoft is being all like, "Hey, check out the Surface laptop." iPad doesn't do that because iPad's a tablet and not a computer.
Yeah. Well, this iPad Pro.
Sorry, that's the biggest form of a tangent possible. Is now we're talking about computers.
because I took out my fancy iPad.
Yeah, I had to make a commentary.
I was
I'm sorry.
flexing, but I did it off camera. I think.
Well, everybody's losing their minds about that Samsung Flexi bendy screen, which
Is that actually a thing?
Yeah, they got these bendable phones. I have no desire for my phone to bend.
I would like it for a TV to be something that could roll up. It's like, just get this crap out already. I mean, it's like not like you don't have it. I mean, just do it already.
And they've been talking about the bendy screen for a long time.
What is that? Is that a calculator?
It's a stud finder.
Stud finder.
Oh, stud finder. It looks like a
Found you. Found you.
Ow.
Doesn't make a beep, though.
The old tap will find a
It
stud
would be
too.
perfect if it beeped.
While you're at it, I mean, just in case you don't feel metal enough.
Metal. Ooh, nice. Pick a destiny.
Who knows?
Of course I know.
Hey guys, watching this, past, present, and future. We're gonna have these up for sale real soon. Check these out. The collab of collabs. We got the Tortex matte picks and the shiny glow in the dark Rob School Music with Record
Flip
Talk, the other side, limited edition to only 200 in existence.
A side and B side.
Hey, they're nice picks. This guy, the pick guy, shout out. He does a good job.
Pick guy. Hey, where are you? I got a guy. He's the pick guy.
I don't know if that's his birth name. That's what he goes by.
First name pick, last name guy.
Well, moral of the story
Yeah,
here is everybody listen to
Guy.
Sticky Fingers. Find this album and listen to it.
And when you're digging through it, definitely look for the song Kashmir. It's so incredible.
It's not on there.
Brian, unrelated to anything.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw Rob and I on earlier tonight. Zoso or Physical Graffiti?
Oh,
Don't blow it.
How's that?
There's only one answer. It's
Physical
simple.
Graffiti.
Physical Graffiti. Of course, Physical Graffiti.
Hey, Brian, Dark Side of the Wall.
The Wall.
I love you. This guy, he knows. We're friends. We're friends. We are
And I
brothers.
don't get me wrong, the
From a
Dark
shit
Side will
movie.
always hold a very special place in my heart.
Oh, yeah. They're all great.
It's how I got introduced to it. But if I had to choose, it would be Animals.
That's
That wasn't one of the choices. That's not right.
I know, no, but you gave me The Wall. It's definitely The Wall. Yep.
we were talking about this earlier. That like, it's
Throw your vote
either
away.
answer is a good answer, but if you called one out on being shit,
Oh yeah.
then you've got a serious issue.
First time I watched the movie The Wall was with you, James.
Yeah. Oh wow. I just got a whole bunch of memories back.
Basement of my house. Yeah.
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 Holy crap.
Yes, sir.
You know, the trial is still my favorite part of the entirety of The Wall.
Don't remember.
The trial, that whole thing at the end, that the evidence before the court is incontrovertible. There's no need for the jury to retire. It's like a Broadway piece. It's wonderful. I love that. It's so
Great
well.
movie. Guys, check out The Wall.
So, in recapping tonight's
recapping.
glorious episode, and excuse our just being a little loony here. I think we're just a little going through some carbon dioxide poisoning. So,
And we haven't seen each other in a very long time. We're just kind of excited to be together. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Kind of jealous.
soon enough.
We had our time. We played music earlier. We played Crazy Blue Eyes in the stream earlier.
Crazy blue eyes.
I
Yeah,
forgot how to play it. It
me
was
too.
great.
Oh my god, yeah. I kept going to the wrong chord. My hand wasn't fast enough to play the solo. I kept losing time. It was glorious. It was fantastic. Yeah.
Nice.
It's all good. It all worked out in the end.
But yeah, so Sticky Fingers again is something you should listen to, just because it's something everyone should listen to. You should listen to this, Exile on Main Street, and Some Girls. That's just trifecta. You got to hit those three. It's
Yeah.
up there with Abbey Road and the White Album and Sgt. Pepper's and Revolver.
Yeah.
Like boom, like I said, 20 albums. I just listed 9 of them or something. So like,
Right.
it's just they're cornerstones, because in these records, you hear so many things that you hear contemporarily.
Oh yeah. On this album alone, you hear so much Guns N' Roses. Guns N'
Yeah,
Roses
exactly.
directly influenced by this album.
Like I love, and we've discussed this before, getting to the genesis of something, getting to the it's
Point of origin.
nexus, point of origin. Yeah, that's better.
The Inception. Thoughts?
I had one. Totally shut down for a second. When we jam next time, we use this thing. You just roll it. And it tells you whatever key you're gonna play.
If it says C sharp, I'm going home.
I'm a James still in C sharp. You don't like it.
Johnny ADD. Stay focused.
Excited. All right, and then for the B side, check out Limp Bizkit. First 2 records. All right.
If not first to at least $3 bills.
I don't agree to this B side at all. It's more like a D side. Doo doo.
Don't pay attention to Fred. Listen to
It's a
Wes. Listen to
Bizkit
Sam
side.
Rivers. Especially that first Limp Bizkit album. Listen to Sam Rivers. If you're a bass player, monster bass player. He's really great.
Let me tell you something. When someone is giving me a hard time in life, I say to him, hey, you know what, mister? Stick it up your yeah, okay? And it makes me feel a lot better, because I did it all for the Nookie. I don't know about you guys. Right? I mean, it's the way you handle life.
Oh God, Eddie, what are your
Psycho
thoughts? buddy?
female
What
blowing
are
up
your
my phone
thoughts,
line.
Eddie? Eddie thinks it's hot garbage.
Been doing this for a long
Your wife
time.
is right outside. I don't know if she got-
Psycho female
Well,
blowing up my phone lines.
hey,
There she is.
hey, mellow out. These are
Brian-
my biscuit quotes.
Brian hates us so much right now.
I'm drooling
I-
inside of my freaking
I
face.
apologize
Ugh,
completely for us.
painful. Side B sucks.
If
I'm
it's
outta
any
here. You
consolation,
guys have a good night. I'm gonna leave it to Eddie. Eddie, take over, buddy. I gotta go.
Brian Scott. Ladies and gentlemen, we lost our third party. He might not come back.
Oh God, begrudgingly.
Brian, I can make all of this better. You want to know how?
Yeah, I would love
Since
to.
I've been home, my mom made me a meatloaf out of Impossible ground beef. So it's like a vegetarian meatloaf. And every time it comes back up, bad things. Like how Rob has been like suffocating in there. I'm just trying to play it real cool. And
Well, at least it's that end, man. I told you I took the ground impossible to show cooking lessons here. So I took the ground impossible beef one time. I made myself some burgers, chopped some onions and garlic, and stuck them inside of them. But I think I cooked it in way too much oil because it just like fumigated me from the inside out.
Oh no.
But yeah,
so far, so good. I'm all right.
Oh man. Woo!
Here comes another one. Oh God, it's so terrible. It's so horrible in here.
You're gonna love next week. Doing the cure.
Oh, sorry.
goddamn mask isn't working.
I spoke. See what happens?
So what are we talking about next week?
The Cure.
Disintegration.
Mode? No, who?
Disintegration.
Cure.
A much better album than $3 Bill.
I really look forward to watching you guys next week to see how that one goes. It's gonna be a great time.
You better listen to it and do your damn homework. You don't get 2 passes.
If I'm coming here next week to help you out with stuff, we're gonna have that playing in the background so you can listen to it.
Okay.
It's awesome. That's one of my favorite albums of all time.
Yeah.
Quintessential music for rainy days.
Can't rain all the time.
Oh yeah!
That's also a
There's
really
a great
good-
Cure song on that. Burn.
Yeah.
Phenomenal song.
I have this playlist on my iTunes. It's just everything from the 90s that I have like in my library. And the other day, Jurassitol, what do you say it? It's the Filter song that was on the City of Angels soundtrack.
Dressed all, yeah.
It's a pretty cool song. It's a happy surprise.
I forgot that was
soundtrack
on
for
there.
that movie.
Oh wow.
I remember walking out of that theater being like, "What the hell did I just watch?"
Is that a DS1?
No, my DS
Now who's Johnny ADD?
Overdrive. Sorry, I saw Guitar Pedal.
Matt Kern has my DS1.
Yeah.
There's lots of pedal board. We gotta build a pedal board this week. too.
Yeah,
Come
we
two
do that.
times.
I know, I got stuff. I'm good.
Brian, what's the B-side for next week? What's the one after the Cure?
What's the one after the Cure? That's a great question.
Is that the Load Reload spectacular?
Oh, that'd be great. Save us. We can change the order. We're in charge. There's no
Yeah,
ball.
we can change the order. Right now, it's it's Michael Jackson, Bad,
That's a really good album.
I'm okay
too.
with that.
That's a great
and then
album.
it's Van Halen top 5 songs,
Oh,
and then it's Metallica Load Reload.
ooh, what a
Dude,
good.
we got a great
Dude,
couple
we're
episodes.
cruising into the summer like.
Then it's episode 55, which is the return of the DOA, which is dominating our attention, songs that are dominating our attention.
I have stuff planned for that for months now.
Speed Demon. Blah, 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 blah.
We have Smashing Pumpkins, Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness, Veruca Salt, 8 Arms to Hold You, STP,
good.
Core,
That's
Alab-
gonna be really good.
yeah, Alabama Shakes, Boys and Girls, Queensryche, Operation Mindcrime.
I am so ready for
Is
that.
Empire on that one? Just
Wait, the Crow soundtrack,
I'm
Ooh.
very excited for that too. That's
and
gonna be-
then I don't know what album, but Black Sabbath needs to be done. It's long overdue.
that
James,
is
somewhere inside of my memory boxes, somewhere in my storage, there's a videotape of you painting crow makeup on my face
yes.
while the STP song was a big
Yeah,
empty
yeah.
is on in the background. That's pretty homoerotic.
We're not gonna talk about that. Definitely. Oh crap. Let's
You
cut
just
it.
did.
We're done. We're good. Hey, good night, everybody.
Brian, remember when I played Filter when I played Gravity Kills out of my window?
Yeah, I saw that single, Gravity Kills. They never had any other hits,
That's all
right?
they needed. That's all they needed.
That's all they needed.
Played
Which
it out.
one from-
Guilty.
from
Guilty.
Mortal Kombat?
I'm guilty. Sound like something came out of the 7 soundtrack,
No,
you know?
no, they had a song on the Mortal Kombat CD that was really good too.
Did they?
James's favorite movie.
Brian, tread carefully, my friend.
Oh, like Limp Bizkit carefully? All right.
Well, you know, maybe we all have to have like our vices in this because we always get robbed for the Page and Plan thing. Maybe we'll get you. We'll zing you for Limp Bizkit, and we'll zing me for Mortal Kombat.
I'm gonna make you a Limp Bizkit playlist, and you're gonna like it.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna listen to it.
Listen to the song Boiler. Boiler,
Boiler's
just
a
one
great
song. Just that one song. I
Not for
promise.
nothing. Their newer stuff that I don't think ever came out. That song, Truth,
Is that the Golden Cobra or whatever?
something like that. But that's a great song too.
His movie did really well too.
He's cold as ice.
John Travolta's amazing haircut. It's tremendous.
John Travolta was in a movie directed by Fred Durst.
He did the
Yes, sir.
which one was it? The
So
Devin
his-
Sawa, and I think it was Devin Sawa and John Travolta.
What movie was this?
It was he's like a
Was it the
psychotic
Gotti movie?
man.
I don't know.
It's kind of like a thriller, I think. I didn't see it.
I've gotten to the point of the night where I start peeling the label off myself. Yeah.
Now you can see what it really is underneath.
It's
Wow,
a
there's a label on a can.
yeah,
Like
it's
shrink wrap plastic on there.
yeah.
All right,
Hell,
boys and girls.
Hell with Mother Earth.
Hey, thanks for tuning in, everyone. We really appreciate it. Thank you for constantly supporting us for these 50 episodes. Here's to 50 more magical episodes, both live and pre-taped. We look forward to magic together. Cheers, me.
Cheers! I'm looking for my. Thanks.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Yeah,
Good night, everybody.
right.